Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2017. Now today we are featuring another of the new decks coming out of Guardians Rising. This is another Vileplume deck, but we're not seeing the CGI featured this time around, but we are seeing Trevenant. Now Trevenant has 120 HP, has the attack Poltergeist, which deals 30 damage times each trainer card you find in your opponent's hand. So you get to see your opponent's hand, you deal damage based on that. The issue being the damage can be very variable. Your opponent does have a chance to control your damage output, but because of that we are running Vileplume. Now Trevenant does deal damage per trainer card, not item cards. I did think it was item cards in the beginning, but it's actually trainer cards, so it can be supporters, items, tool cards, or stadiums. There's no Trevenant doesn't care, it just deals the damage no matter what your opponent has. And then with Vileplume we get to limit our opponent's hand. It's the resources they can play and therefore the cards they can use up in order to reduce the damage output by Trevenant, which seems pretty cool. Now the energy cost is actually only 2 colorless energy, which is pretty awesome. Running Psychic Energy, because we are running Trevenant Break, it does give us another approach to the deck, especially when we're using Vileplume and a possible Lysander. That's why I'm running 4 Lysander in this deck. And we have the 2 Leles as well, so we actually have the potential to use our GX attack Tapu Cure. Now I don't know how often that will come up, but it is a nice option to have. Now 4 Sycamore, 3N and 4 Lysander, as I mentioned. We do have that alternate win condition by trapping something. We also have the Field Blower to potentially remove Float Stones and therefore make it a lot harder for our opponents to retreat. And we have the regular 4 Trainer's Mail, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Forest of Giant Plants, 2 Revitalizer and 3 Level Ball, along with our 2 Float Stone. So that's the deck. We have 2 Shaymin for support as well. And let's jump into the ladder to see how we can how we do with this deck. I have high hopes for it, although I'm not sure if it's better than the Garbodor Trevenant deck going around, which forces your opponent, it doesn't force your opponent, it punishes your opponent that holds on to cards to try and reduce Garbodor's damage output, but you also get to punish them if they try to reduce Trevenant's damage output by attacking with Garbodor, so it's pretty much a win-win. Supporterless hand, supporterless, itemless hand for us to begin the game, so we'll see. We'll see if we can top deck out of this, or if my opponent decides to use an N. Now I do have Confuse Ray, and that's pretty much it, so I'm just gonna touch and pass. I'm not gonna play the stadium just yet because my opponent could Field Blower it away. And there's a turn 1 Bridget. Presumably, yeah, this is a Lowland Vulpix, or a Lowland Ninetales Octillery. And okay, so another Phantump for our collection, and we get to use Confuse Ray to prevent a Sky Return potentially. Although I really doubt that's what my opponent wants to do here. There's the Alolan Ninetales. An N would be so nice to see. Really, it would be so nice, and this should be a fairly good matchup. Simply because Alolan Ninetales, it doesn't trade well with Trevenant. The GX attack might find it a prize or two. And there's the Octillery. So we could potentially Lysander that up in order to try and buy ourselves a little bit more time, but I'm gonna wait another turn. And there's an Oddish. There's an Oddish. Still a very sad situation though. We ultra confuse the Shaymin. There's another Choice Band, there's another Water. Now we don't know if my opponent runs Manaphy. I would assume he does. I mean, at least this gives us a turn, like a few turns to draw. Like we have 4 Trainer's Mail, 4 Ultra Ball, 2 Lele, 2 Shaymin, that's 12 cards, plus 4 Sycamore and 3 N. That's 19 cards. 19 cards we can potentially use. Oh boy. 19 cards we can potentially use in order to get out of the situation we are in. Like even a Trevenant would have been nice to just get a quick KO on the Shaymin. So my opponent did have a hand full of full of trainer cards rather. So there's the escape rope. I'm okay with that because now I get to Lysander up the artillery. Now he can knock out the Oddish with Ice Blade, yep, and that's exactly what he does. We do have the Revitalizer immediately. And we are going to top deck a Level Ball. Okay, so Level Ball allows us to set up Vileplume. That's what Level Ball accomplishes here. And not much else. One Shaymin is prized. Both Leles are available. One Ultra is prized. So 2 drawing cards are prized. 1 N is priced as well, so 3 drawing cards. Go figure. Now, if I evolve into Vileplume though, that means I have a lot less outs out of this situation, but I have to slow the game down. I have to try and top deck something, and this might force my opponent to end if he's looking for the mana fee. Under the item lock, he should have a difficult time. Okay. So the 1 Olympia immediately in the hand. Must be nice. Okay, so Ice Blade onto the Vileplume, so he really wants that gun. Man, supporterless game. Okay, if I attach energy, I will not have a way to find or to discard cards over. This is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty bad. Okay, there's a final Ice Blade for the knockout. So, now what do we top deck? We're probably gonna top deck something useful here. Well, we take those. Now we have to evolve immediately though. We have to evolve immediately the Oddish. And yeah. Shaymin, well, I could. No, because if I Lysander, I'm done for because he has access to item cards. And now he can just versus Seeker. So I really need to set up Vileplume once again. But with only 1 Revitalizer. Oh, close. Can I find a Level Ball? That's not a Level Ball. If I have to Sycamore here, the Vileplume away, that's gonna be really bad. And yep, I will. Well, no. Okay. So I find an N. Yeah, but Oddish gets knocked out anyways. He cannot possibly have 7 item cards, right? That's very unlikely. So I'm gonna end here. I won't be dealing enough damage to one-shots. Oh, but I do get the Gloom. That's awesome. But I get nothing in return. I actually get nothing in return. Oh, and no more stadium means my Oddish is gone, no matter what. Oh boy. No stadium. Should have grabbed the stadium. I forgot about that. Instead of the N? I don't know. Well, then I wouldn't have been able to end. And then I would have lost the Oddish anyways, most likely. I don't know. Difficult situation. It's really bad though. Like, we have so many draw cards we really shouldn't have. Like, under any other circumstance, I feel like we would have had a okay chance. Now we can't even control my opponent's hand. Not without an N. And he's free to control our damage output. Now the one thing we haven't seen, well, we have seen Olympia, never mind. 2 VS Seekers, 1 Olympia. So Lysandering up the Octillery might force my opponent to build item cards. That's actually a 3rd versus Seeker, and that's really good for us. That's really, really good. So you gonna KO the Oddish? I would assume so. Dive Ball for a mana fee? No, a Vulpix. Okay, so he relies 100% on Olympia. Will we be able to shut down the Olympia play, perhaps? There's another choice band, so 3 choice bands. And there's a knockout on the Oddish, which makes sense. Okay, so now it's all up to Trevenant. And I top deck the Lysander. Okay, so at least that's one good thing going for us. The bad part is we won't knock out, or rather we will knock out the Octillery before. What are these hands? Okay, so I will Silent Fear. Try to put try to put more pressure on my opponent. There's another Ninetales. We need to get down these TCGs, so there's a Lysander. So that does force me into knocking out the Octillery potentially. Although he might find a mana fee. I could also retreat here. But I'd be wasting a TCE, and I'm not really happy to do that. Yeah, every DC is going to count here. If I N, okay, I'll search for an N. See, I'd rather just not take a knockout on Octillery. And okay, can I find a Float Stone? No. Can find a Level Ball. Okay, I'll keep the Lysander. I do have another TCE. This is rough. I mean, my only chance here, I think, is if my opponent just doesn't have another energy to retreat. I think that's my only chance here. There's a VS Seeker for Olympia. Okay. Okay. Wow, we only have one Psychic Energy left too. Okay, there's another Octillery. So we can actually Lysander that guy. He does evolve. Okay, so he's definitely out of VS Seekers now, yeah. So no more Olympia, unless he runs 2 Olympia, which would be a big problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energy. But he still has so many DCE. Okay, he has 3 cards in his hand. I have no energy play, and of course the next card is the Float Stone, which I needed the previous turn. How do I win here? I don't think I can win. I generally don't think I can win here. I mean, I guess the Psychic is there. Now I have to hope I hit the Psychic next turn off of my Sycamore. If not, I'm pretty much done for. If I do, then maybe there's a very, very small chance with my last DCE, which we know is in there as well. Guessing he's gonna have the DCE to retreat though. DCE Lysander doesn't win him. DCE Lysander Aqua Patch wins in the game. There's still 2 Aqua Patches, but there's no water. Never mind. There's a DCE. Yep. Okay, now I have to go on the offensive and hope that he has, even if he has, yeah, even if he has 4 item cards, I still don't knock him out. So yeah, this is game. And I didn't even hit the Psychic. So okay, I'm gonna concede. There's no way I win here. Really feel like it could have been different. But let's try again. That initial hand just completely crushed our hopes. Half our deck is pretty much draw cards, and we didn't get any early, so we also had to get rid of the Psychics early on. It happens, it happens. Okay, so a Grass, Psychic, Fairy, colorless deck. What is this? Is this... I generally have no idea what this is. I generally have no clue what this is. We are going second though, which in a magical world means we have the potential to attack on turn 1 with Poltergeist. I mean, I guess it's not that unlikely. Hitting Phantump, Stadium, Trevenant, DCE doesn't seem that unlikely. We do mulligan, however. With our 10 basic Pokemon, we do mulligan. Energy in the deck, you get 3 of them in your starting hand. Why not? Okay, so this is probably Vespiquen Garbodor. This must be Vespiquen Garbodor, which actually sounds pretty nice now that I think about it. Okay, I'm gonna search for a Phantump. We do see that 1 Phantump is priced, 1 Trevenant is priced, 1 Vileplume is priced, 1 Shaymin is priced, and then one Psychic is prized, and something else, which I cannot tell. Okay. So let's do this, let's do this, let's do this, and let's do this for Shaymin or Lele, for Shaymin, right? Now, I think odds are still in our favor to hit the turn 1 attack. And wow. Wow. Wowza. Alright, goodbye Field Blowers. Let's search for Lele. And now it's very, very unlikely, I would say. Wait, he let us go first? He let us go first, right? He actually let us go first. Wait, no. Yeah, he let us go first. Why would he do that? To avoid the turn 1 attack? Close. Very, very close. Okay. Transmail finds me the old trouble. But I can't, in good faith, get Vileplume without sacrificing too many resources. I'm gonna assume Gloom will be safe there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 120. That is enough to knock out my Trevenant. There's a Choice Band, there's another Trubbish. There's an unknown. Okay, so another Float Stone, and there's a victory for whatever reason. What? Okay, let's check out my opponent's deck. It is Vespiquen Garbodor, 4/4 Garb, 3/3 Vespiquen, 1 Taurus, Clef Keys, Unknowns, and a bunch of item cards, supporter cards, etc. Yep. Seems okay. Seems like an okay idea. I think I do prefer Trevenant Garbodor. Vespiquen, I guess the longer the game goes on, Vespiquen gets better. But I do like the synergy between, you don't play your item cards, you get punished by Trevenant. You do play your item cards, you get punished by Garbodor. Okay, now we're up against a Garbodor Eevee deck. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so right off the bat, Sudowoodo. Your opponent can have more than 4 bench Pokemon. If they have 5 or more, they discard until they have 4 Pokemon on their bench. With more than one effect, changes the number of bench Pokemon allowed, use a smaller number. Interesting. Okay, so there's a Vaporeon and a Grass Energy discarded. Grass Energy, what? Huh. My opponent taking a long time during his search. I have no idea. Oh, okay, Lurantis. Lurantis Evolutions, I guess? Lurantis Evolutions. Okay, so very nice for my opponents. Very, very nice. The stadium does help us out a little bit. Just a little bit. And oh well. We'll just get our Oddish to go into Gloom. I'm not gonna touch the Psychic. I'd rather Sky Return. I really don't think I will want to retreat, so I'm just gonna Sycamore here. And okay. Wow. This is unbelievable. Okay. I'm gonna search for an N. This hand is just atrocious. Truly atrocious. And I will Sky Return into a Lele. I definitely didn't want to Sky Return into a lone Gloom, that's for sure. Okay, so Psychic is Lele, not Garb. Perhaps Lurantis Garbodor would be an okay combination. Not sure. Lurantis Evolutions. Okay, so there's a Valerian. My opponent probably thinking, no, because he's seen the Psychic and he has seen the Trevenant Break, so he definitely doesn't think I'm running Decidueye Vileplume. Now, if he finds an Escape Rope here, that would be really bad, because he would knock me out with Weakness. Oh, well, he doesn't need an Escape Rope, he just needs a Lysander. So now, Sudowoodo takes 2 energy to retreat. He needs a Float Stone or a Float Stone. If he doesn't get it, then that could be a wasted Lysander, I guess. And I don't think he got it. There's the other grass. Yeah, I really doubt he got it. VS Seeker. Trying to prepare against the inevitable Vileplume luck, which is not a bad idea. And there's the pass. Okay. So I do find a Trevenant. I'm gonna bench the Shaymin and I'm gonna end because I'm definitely want to Sky Return. And I do hit the Vileplume. I hit a Trevenant and I hit 2 more energy. Oh my gosh. I can't. I really can't. Can't draw Level Balls or Ultra Balls or Phantoms. Okay. That end is really nice. Really, really nice. Our hand was just so bad. How do I keep drawing so many energy? Oh my gosh. My deck is 40 cards and I draw 2 giant forest and I top deck the 3rd one. What is this world? Is this real life? I don't even understand. I generally don't even understand what is going on. Ooh, a Phantump. Okay, we're gonna take a prize card here. No energy on the Lurantis means no GX attack for no. Oh, never mind. He does have the choice band, so he can actually GX attack me for the knockouts. He sure can with another grass, and presumably he's gonna go for it. He Sycamores away an Eevee even. And wow, he actually doesn't get the grass. So who do you power up? Lele here? No, he just powers up Lurantis, not caring too much. And one on Lele, which makes sense. Okay, so I do get the Trevenant. But yeah, there's no point in attacking here. I need my energy. I'm gonna have to sacrifice Lele here, but I need to guarantee the TCG. Now, if he has Lysander, then this was a pretty atrocious play. Solar Blade does knock me out. He will be at maximum damage output, or maximum health rather, and he ends me once again. How many Forest of Jam Plants will I draw this time around? Just the one. Just the one. I do, however, get another Trevenant line, which is pretty nice. Okay, so 2 prizes for my opponent, 5 cards in hand. What are the odds that all 7 are item or are trainer cards? Very low. Definitely very low. I top deck a Lysander, which of course I did not want to because I'm gonna Sycamore. So that's another lost Lysander. And now we really want to hit the DCE. We need to hit back-to-back DCEs. And we don't even hit one. We don't even hit one. Ah, my gosh. We don't even hit one of them. Yep, there's a GX attack. Like I said, if I manage to knock out this Lurantis, now he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he has no way to one-shot my Trevenant Break. So I'm just gonna Sycamore. I need the DC and I need him to have a big hand. Another Lysander go. Today's just not our day, guys. I mean, we're 2 prizes down. He will knock out anything because he is fire type. I have no way to stall him out. Things just are not working out with this deck. I don't know what to tell you guys. On paper, the deck seems really good. In practice, it's just not working out. You saw the 2 games. Like, the hands we got were just completely atrocious. This should be easier to set up than the CGI, and it feels even more clunky than the CGI for some reason, for whatever reason, I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be our Trevenant Vileplume deck. If you have any changes to the list that you think might help with consistency and whatnot, please do let me know. And I will leave the video here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry about the 2 losses, but it really was out of my hands. I really tried, and it just I wasn't able to. But anyways, thank you guys so much. I will see you guys tomorrow for more Guardians Rising action. And yeah, goodbye.